Cancer, welcome to your love reading for April 2020. At the heart of the matter, you have the Knight of Cups, and this tells me you are ready to charge forward towards love. There's no two ways about it, and crossing that is the Three of Cups, and I sense from your energy a really strong desire to celebrate love, and there's a lack of patience here, but it's beautiful at the same time. It's a not willing to settle for lack of love in your life. It's very much we both have the divine masculine, divine feminine in both of us. And I see you very much as going out and getting what you want. Very much pursuing what you truly desire, and it's coming from a very strong internal motivation. And that motivation, Cancer, is, if there's one thing you take from this reading, it's that you are being intuitively guided. Trust your intuition. You're not alone. Your thoughts, your visions, they are coming from a divine source, because root cause is none other than the High Priestess. And Cancer, you're very intuitive at the best of times, but the High Priestess is only providing you guidance for your highest good. So you can absolutely trust your intuition. Recent past is the Knight of Swords. So again, this Knight charging forward energy. I believe in the past you were given a divine idea and you have been motivated to pursue it, and it's an idea that stems from the heart. Knight of Cups. And for some of you, you may resonate with, your guides are very persistent, and it's a thing of beauty. We're grateful for that, but I do believe you're getting some divine intuition that you're not able to ignore right now, which is great, because possible outcome is none other than the Hermit. So again, this intuition, the divine masculine and feminine intuitive guidance coming forth. And the Hermit comes before the star in the journey of ascension, and yet he's following the star in his lantern here. So Cancer, follow your intuition. You've got this. And again, there's a persistence to your guides right now because they want your highest good. And immediate future is the Chariot. It's time to charge forward. The Cancer energy. You have such clarity right now. If you trust your intuition, it's really beautiful. And again, this ability to just, it's time to charge forward. Recent past, immediate future. It's time to go. It's time to move forward with what your intuition is guiding you. And it gets even stronger, the messaging here on intuition, because your card, your energy is the Moon. And we just had the Libra full moon, which may have been, I actually get that you've been getting this message for a lot longer than that, but that might have been a culmination point there. You're absolutely being intuitively guided. It's absolutely clear that you're being intuitively guided. So trust that. Again, take comfort that you're being spiritually supported at this time. Now, this is where the love reading makes a bit of sense to me, in that divine counterpart, outside influences, is the Three of Wands. And this is a beautiful partnership energy, in that I always see this as where two people combine their strengths, support each other's gifts. And this is where 1 + 1 = 3, because two people support each other in becoming their best selves, and the sum of the whole is greater. But your divine counterpart is waiting, is patient. Whereas you're the two energy of the Knights and the Chariot, your guides may be speaking to you a little bit more persistently than there's a hesitation with your divine counterpart, and hesitation isn't the right word. There is a patience required on your part. You're so sure because you have this divine intuition, and they're very invested in the relationship, but they're not as rushed. So hopes and fears makes perfect sense in that it's the Four of Swords. So for both you and your divine counterpart, hopes and fears here, there's nothing wrong with taking some time to heal. There's nothing wrong with resting. And I do see for you, you want to charge ahead. You want to move forward on this intuitive guidance, and you'll get there. I promise. I don't promise. Your guides promise. And the reason I can promise your guides are promising you that is the final outcome is none other than the Ace of Cups. A divine new start in love. It's coming. So to comfort our beautiful knights here, very motivated knights, love is here. Love is the final outcome. And not to worry. It is coming, and it's coming in good time. So let's clarify then, your energy being the moon. Again, remembering to trust your intuition, trust your guidance. Yes, and the seeds you're planting are divine. So the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like Cancer, you can see the future right now for some of you and trust that, but it's still the future. You're being given more of a roadmap than most of us, which a lot of us would love to have at the moment. But it's because of your history of trusting your guides, your relationship with your higher self. So clarifying the Three of Wands, your divine counterpart's energy here. A passionate love, the Magician. So your divine counterpart, of course, being a mirror to you, is infinitely gifted. And for some of you, this might be waiting a little bit. They might be a little bit distracted by, they might be waiting for their ships to come in financially. But it's a beautiful thing because they're honoring their gifts. And I do see your divine counterpart as currently being on their dharmic path, currently being in the right career path, but it may have been a recent change. And it may have been recent events, so they may be working through that, but that doesn't take their focus away from love is still on their horizon as well, and love with you, of course. So clarifying Four of Swords being hopes and fears, having to rest, getting to rest, healing time for both of you. The Four of Cups, so very much this four energy, and the Two of Wands, a divine partnership that offers the world. Both of you need rest. Both of you need a chance to streamline a little bit. I feel more your divine counterpart needing this time to heal. I do feel like they've gone through a recent, might have been them with the Libra full moon, where it was time for them to purge and release and no longer accept what doesn't serve them. And there's a healing process there, which leads them to being able to focus on the passion, on the love. So clarifying the Ace of Cups here, we have the Judgment card, and this is a passionate reawakening. This is very much a coming back to life, and I do feel both you and your divine partner, like a lot of the world right now, have been redirected to what's truly most important for you. For some of you, your divine partner may be musically gifted. And further clarifying final outcome is the Queen of Swords, which I absolutely love, because you're going from the Knight to the Queen. And the Queen, she's taken this intuitive knowledge that you've been given, and she's going to communicate it, and she's going to act on it, and she is going to accept the cup of love. She is creating a divine safe space for this passionate reawakening. And I really see you as being the one to hold space for your divine counterpart. I see the Seven of Pentacles and the Moon for you as such. Cancer, you're such a loving nature, and when you tap into that loving nature where you're very patient with people, patient with those you love, I see you as offering such a healing, loving, genuine support to your divine counterpart. Well, you're being divinely supported by your higher self and your guides, and it's truly beautiful. So embrace this new beginning being offered to you and your divine counterpart, and absolutely trust the angels, the guides, whatever you resonate with. Your intuition is absolutely supporting you here. So love and blessings, Cancer.